Hi, my name's Stacey Allen, and for my senior project, I wrote a program for forensic examiners that takes evidence that has already been extracted from cell phones and generates court-ready reports including the evidence. This program was written for the DSU-CCI examiners here on campus in the Plaza D building. The reports are generated in an HTML format. HTML is a standardized language, meaning it is easily accessible on most devices. So you do not need Microsoft Word or Adobe Reader installed to view the reports. The HTML format is also preferred over PDF or Word documents by these examiners. They say the harder it is for average users to alter the data, the better. The DSU-CCI examiners wanted a report generator for cell phone information because the program they use currently breaks depending on file sizes and the amount of files there are, the number of images in particular. I created my program with no extra bloat and with a good design so that it efficiently handles large amounts of data. Before I started working on this, my core tasks to accomplish were to allow the examiners to select files they want to include in the report, starting with image files, be able to input case information and phone information, organize this information neatly in an HTML format, and make the program able to efficiently handle large amounts of data without crashing. I have accomplished all of these tasks, and later I will show that it does handle large amounts of images efficiently. My hope tasks were to include other files as well, and I was able to include calendar information, call history, contacts, and SMS or text messages. My dream task was to create a nice graphical user interface, but I did not do that. The examiners just want to be able to run this program from a Linux command line. Even though they only wanted this on Linux, I have made it so that it will work in Windows and OS X. This way the user can run it on a machine of their choice. As I was working on this, other tasks were added, such as organizing the images so that not all of them are on one page. So my program splits them, allowing the user to determine how many they would like per page. I needed to create sufficient page navigation for this as well, and they also wanted the images sorted by size so that the least significant images were at the end. Some other added tasks were to remove duplicate images from the report and include available EXIF information from the images. My program compares the images based on hash values to decide which to get rid of. It also extracts the EXIF information from the images. If there is EXIF information, it will create a link to it, and if not, it won't. This program is written in Python because the examiners wanted it in a language they can read. I am also using 3 CSS style sheets for the HTML. I could not use PHP or any server-side scripting languages since it would not be a good idea to have incriminating evidence online. Now let's take a look at my program. Okay, I just navigated into the folder containing my program called runhtmlreportgen.py. I'm going to open this README file. It says before running this program you should create a master copy because master copy is always good to have. Also before running this program you should edit the file's case information and phone information. If you forget, the program will remind you to do it later. Important notes. To run this program, type Python run htmlreportgen.py. When specifying the location of your evidence, you must provide absolute paths, and if it's a directory, do not include the trailing slash. You must get the pyexif2 Python package in order for the program to run properly. That's the package that allows my program to extract the EXIF information. Then I included the link for it down here for Windows, and then for Linux users just do an apt-get install. Alright, so let's let's look in the files folder, and you'll notice that it's empty except for the index, and pages is empty. The resolution, or the res folder only contains my 3 CSS sheets and the images that I used. And you'll notice that the EXIF folder is empty right now. What my program does is it'll populate all these folders so that so it can create a nice report for the examiners. So let's go ahead and run this. Python, HTML. I'll run HTML. Okay, it says before continuing, please edit the case information and phone information text files. We're going to come in here, case information, just for simplicity's sake, case name will be, we'll put Johnson. And lab, I'm going to leave lab blank just so you can see that if you leave something blank, my report will not include it. It'll just skip that line. And date, I don't know what the date is, we'll put 12. Okay, save that. Now we'll go and edit the phone information. I don't know what these ones would be, and I'll leave additional blanks so you can also see it won't put that in the report. Okay, so we edited those, and when you're done, just hit enter. Are there any images you would like to add to your report? Yes. So for the images, we have to provide it with the location. So I have all my files in this testing folder, and here's my images. You can see in here that there are duplicate images, and so I can show you that my report will remove the duplicate ones. So right now I'm just getting the path. My program knows where to look for the files. Okay, would you like duplicate images removed from your report? Yes. And this tells you how many it found to remove. It says how many images would you like per page? We'll just say 20 since there are quite a few images. And this lets you know how many image tables it created, and I'm using tables because that's what the examiners are used to. That's the kind of HTML code they're used to. Okay, would you like to add SMS messages to your report? We'll say yes, so we'll have to give that that location. Would you like to add contacts to your report? Yes. Would you like to add call history to your report? Yes. Okay, it says your HTML files are finished. Open the index.html file in the files folder with a web browser to view your report. Open with Google Chrome. And this main page right here is just a template that I made. The examiners have a certain layout that they have to follow, so I just put in basic stuff. And here at the top, it is being populated by what we edited in the text file earlier. On the left-hand side, you can see case information. This has all been populated by the same text file, except for the case number, which we did not include. It didn't put that in here. And phone information was also populated from the phone info.txt file. And you can see the additional information section is not in here since we didn't fill it in. So we have call history and contacts, SMS messages, and images. With the images, you can see that the images that have EXIF information have a link to the EXIF information, and the ones that don't do not have a link to it. Some of the images give you a lot of EXIF information, like this one tells you which camera took the photo, resolution, date and time, all that good stuff. And these images are sorted by size so that the insignificant ones are towards the end. A lot of phones come with thumbnails or, images that are just built in that examiners don't care about. And also you can see that the duplicates have been removed. I know this one had a duplicate and that's gone now. So that is my senior project. This program should satisfy the need for examiners to have a program they can use to put together neat court-ready reports without worrying about it crashing as files become really large in a nice standardized language. Thank you.